I'm not cheap. I'm strategically frugal. Hi, everybody.
Hi, everybody!
Hi, Dr. Nick!
Okay, so maybe I am cheap. Truth be told, I want to make sure that I'm getting value for my money and I need to justify my purchases. You might remember some of the other videos that I've done for more budget, affordable kind of options for a Chromebook, webcam, and USB microphone. I'll leave links to all of those in the video description just below the like button. So today I'm carrying down the same kind of path, looking at two different more budget, affordable Bluetooth headphones. First we have the Mpow H7 over-the-ear Bluetooth headphones and the Aukey EPT21S True Wireless Earbuds. Both of them retail for about $40 Canadian or $25 to $30 American on Amazon. Again, I'll leave links to both of those in the video description as well. Considering that both of these retail for about $40 Canadian, they're a big bargain compared to the $200 plus that you'd spend on something like Apple AirPods, Google Pixel Buds, or something from like Sony or the Bose over-the-ear Bluetooth headphones. So they're much cheaper, and obviously there's some sacrifices to be made, but you're talking about spending a fraction of the price. Anyway, first things first, let's unbox both of these headphones to take a closer look, starting with the Mpow H7. So the Mpow H7, the version I got here, is in black. You can also get it in your choice of pink, blue, and gray. Like I said, it retails for about $40 Canadian. They promise hi-fi stereo sound with deep bass. There are 40mm audio drivers in here. And after charging for 3 hours, it is rechargeable over USB. After charging for about 3 hours, you're supposed to get up to 20 hours of playtime. And of course, because it is Bluetooth, it's compatible with just about anything. But there also is a 3.5mm port in there, so you can connect it to any kind of wired audio device as well. So just going through the box here, the first thing that we see, a cloth carrying bag, kind of a soft velvety kind of material. Empty all of that out. Mpow H7 instructions, a USB charging cable, but there is no USB charger that comes with it, so you'll just have to charge through a power bank or through your computer, or if you already have a USB wall charger, or in your car for that matter, just plug it in via USB, and it's micro USB on the other end. And as mentioned, even though it is a Bluetooth headset, Bluetooth headphones, there is a wired option here, and you can see the auxiliary 3.5mm stereo input and output here. You do lose the microphone when you use the wired connection, but you can still, listen to music and all that on a wired connection. Little card to tell you how to connect to things. 2-year warranty through Mpow. Here are the headphones themselves. As I said, these are the Mpow H7. Lightly padded headband, I'd say. You have to bear in mind that this is a budget-oriented option. They call these breathable ear pads with a compact design. You'll notice that the ear cups can fold up for ease of transport and also to fit into that carrying bag. It is hard to see in the camera there, but it is indicated on the inside which one is the left and the right cups. So on the left side there is nothing, and then on the right side, as you can see right there, there's volume up and volume down controls, answering your phone calls, the 3.5mm input, and the micro USB charging port. So it's all pretty straightforward there. I imagine that the call button is also the power button, and for play pause, I'll figure that out when I actually use it, and I'll speak a bit to that a little bit later on in this video. It feels okay. Like, it's obviously not on par with if you were spending $100, $200, $300 on headphones, but it feels reasonably solidly built. Can be expected. You have the expandable headband portion here. There is a thin layer of aluminum. I'm guessing it's aluminum metal, but the inside is plastic. So I imagine over time the wear and tear might not be so great. But yeah, so these are the Mpow H7 Bluetooth headphones. And yeah, Okay, so now let's go ahead and open up the Aukey True Wireless Earbuds and see what they look like. This particular model is the EPT21S, but as you make your way through Amazon, you'll find that Aukey has a lot of wireless earbuds that are all listed as the True Wireless Earbuds. Like there's the EPT21 as well. They're all pretty similar. They have slightly different shapes and slightly different charge times and all that, but they all should be pretty similar. Obviously, this is inspired heavily by the Apple AirPods. It's a very similar kind of design. It is Bluetooth 5 with a 30-hour playtime based on a USB-C quick charge. It's IPX6 rated for water resistance with noise canceling microphones. So compared to the Mpow, right away, like you can tell that this comes in a much more generic looking package. The Mpow box, which I can show you again right here, it looks like something that can sit on the shelf of something like a Best Buy or any kind of brick and mortar electronics shop. This Aukey design, which I'm guessing that it is only available on Amazon or through e-tailers anyway, so they didn't have to put too much work into the packaging, because realistically no one really cares about the packaging. Just in a brown box. Open that up. And just like the Apple AirPods, it comes in a charging case like this. You can see the USB-C port on the back there for charging purposes. When you open it up, I think that's how you start the sync process, which is the same as what would happen with Apple AirPods. Let me take these two out so we can have a quick look at them. So you can see on the inner portion of both of them there, it has the little metal connectors there so that it can charge up inside of the charging case, which you can see just in there. See the little contact points there. And this is a spring-loaded kind of case, so it automatically wants to close when I do that. Basic black. Oh, and you can see, might be hard to see under the light there, but those light, oh there you go. So those light up, I guess, to give you the current charge level of the case. So it's a little bit hard to see, but it is on the bottom there. There is an L and an R for you to remember which one's left and right, but after a while I'm sure you can just base it on feel. And then they fit nicely back in here, if I can figure that out. Let's see what else is in the box here. As I mentioned, it comes with the additional ear tips. I think the mediums are on there by default, but there's also a small and large depending on the size of your ears. USB-C charging cable. So just like the Mpows, you get the charging cable, but it doesn't come with a wall charger, so you have to provide that on your own. Last but and probably least is the user manual. They'll help you walk through how to get started, but you'll probably just use the quick start guide, getting all paired up and charged and all that. It'll walk you through it. And fancy looking sticker thing here with all of your necessary warranty information. Of course, the big question here is twofold. First, both in terms of the Mpow H7 and the Aukey True Wireless Earbuds, are they comfortable? How do they feel? And secondly, perhaps even more importantly, how do they sound? Starting with the Mpow, I was generally pretty impressed with the overall sound quality. You get a relatively full soundstage and it can get plenty loud. The audio is clean with good depth. That being said, the headband, even fully extended, barely fits over my fat head. So that is something that you'll want to keep in mind. The other thing is that the ear cups, they're not particularly breathable, so you do end up with sweaty ear syndrome after listening for, like an hour or so. My main gripe with the Mpow has to do with the controls. You hold the plus button to increase the volume, but you also press it to advance to the next track. So what ended up happening was that when I wanted to increase the volume a little bit, I just advanced to the next track. It's the same thing with holding the minus to reduce the volume, which also brings you back to the previous track. Again, when I tried to reduce the volume just a little bit, I ended up going back to the previous track. So really, you're just better off adjusting the volume on your phone or computer directly. Outside of that, I was pretty happy with what I got with the Mpow, especially given the price. With the Aukey True Wireless Earbuds, you don't get as full or as broad a soundstage, as can only be expected given the form factor. I was really surprised with how loud they get though, so I was really listening at no more than 25 or 30% volume, even at that. The sound profile is definitely very bass forward, which is great if you're into that kind of thing. Hip hop sounds good, and if you're listening to rock with a lot of bass guitar, it really gives that concert-like experience. Personally, I worried about comfort, but the medium ear tips were just right. They're big enough to stay in place, but small enough to be comfortable even for extended listening sessions. I could imagine wearing these almost all day without a concern. Like the Mpow though, I also had issues with finicky controls here as well. The difference is that the earbuds here are touch sensitive. You tap once to play pause, tap twice to move to the next track, and tap 3 times to access Siri or Google Assistant. I got a lot of accidental touches when adjusting the buds, or it'd misinterpret how many taps I had. I might want to move to the next track, but it would only pause the song for me. Or maybe I wanted to get Google Assistant, but it just moved to the next track. So it was very inconsistent for me. For my part, I plan on using both of these mostly for entertainment purposes. So I'll be listening to music, podcasts, audiobooks, as well as, like YouTube, Netflix, and all of the rest of that. I don't really plan on using it for any kind of gaming purposes or for communication, but both the Aukey True Wireless Earbuds and the Mpow H7, they both have a built-in microphone, so you can use it for phone calls, Zoom calls, and that kind of thing. So here's a quick audio test of how you'd sound through the microphones on both the Mpow H7 and the Aukey True Wireless Earbuds. I'll just read part of the instructions here as a demonstration of the Mpow H7. Pairing function. Long press it for 4 seconds to enter pairing mode during shutdown. Meanwhile, the red and blue indicator lights flash alternately. Turn on the Bluetooth of the mobile phone, search the Bluetooth device and find Mpow H7 in the list to connect it. And here is a quick audio test of how things sound on the Aukey True Wireless Earbuds. This is how you would sound if you were on a Skype or Zoom call with somebody and you were using the Aukey True Wireless Earbuds as your microphone. Okay, so there you have it. I hope you enjoyed this little overview unboxing of the Mpow H7 and the Aukey True Wireless Earbuds. For $40, they're actually a really good deal, and they're substantially cheaper than any kind of the bigger name brand equivalent products. Obviously, there are going to be a little bit of a trade-off. You're not going to get the absolute best audio quality, but I was impressed with both of these in terms of the kind of audio quality that you get from listening to music and movies and podcasts and that sort of thing. I wouldn't use it too much for communications or for gaming, but for entertainment purposes, I think they both represent a really good value, and you should check them out. Again, I'll leave links to both of these in the video description below. As always, remember to like this video if you liked it, subscribe if you haven't already, and leave a comment if you have any thoughts or questions about either product or about life in general. Again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.